My first YouTube video. My name is Gordon Reynolds. I've been diving since, well, let me do the math. I think it's somewhere around 53 years or so. I have purchased a Shearwater Swift, and I'm all excited because I haven't been logging for 50 some odd years, and I'd like to know where I've been diving. First, we're going to download. I'll show you how to install some software. We'll download the Dive Shearwater. I'll update the Teric and then put it on the latest version. I'll install the transmitter and show you how I installed the transmitter. Then I'll show you what happened after I went diving and how I downloaded a log. We're going to download the Shearwater Dive app, and I have an iPhone and an iPad, and I put it on those. If you have an Android, you can do that as well. But how to find that is you just Google Shearwater Dive, go to supports and downloads. If I've got the right thing. Choose Shearwater, Dive Shearwater, and you can read all about it here, and you can download it on your phone. If you find this on your phone, you can get it either through the Apple Store or Google Play. Go through that whole rigmarole, and then hopefully you have it downloaded on your phone and you're ready to go. At my Teric, and I'm going to turn the thing on. Bring it up to Bluetooth. Hit the right button. It's initializing. I'm going over to my my Dive Shearwater. I'm going to connect the Teric, and you'll see it's syncing. And you'll see I'm on version 36. Now, the first time I did this, after I downloaded the app and then connected the Teric. It asked me to update to the newer version of the software. When I was using the old software, it did not have version 36. I believe I was on version 33. But once I installed the version 36, it asked me to update the Teric. I updated the firmware, and now I've synced my Teric. Okay, let's just say that you want to add a transmitter to this thing. You'll see that I've already added the Swift GPS to my pony or my regulator. I like to have it on a little pigtail because a lot of times I dive. I'm on a boat where people aren't divers, and they'll just reach down to grab the equipment. I'm getting older, so I have to have them pull equipment on board. And they'll tend to grab it by the transmitter. The worst part of it is I would instruct them not to do it, and they wouldn't do it. Then I'd reach down and grab the transmitter. So I figure if I can't remember to do it, I can't expect other people to. So I just put it on a little floppy deal. Now I haven't had any problems since that. I've been using just the regular Shearwater transmitter, and I'm going to show you. I'm going to reinstall this one to my things. I've already installed this transmitter on my computer, but I'll walk you through how I did it and show you. It's very straightforward. This one, if you're plugging it straight in here, I believe they go hand tight. This one I had to use a small wrench and tighten it in. Once you're on your computer, you just open it up and you go down to settings, go down to AITI. To make the work, when I first downloaded all the software and uploaded the thing, this was in, let me see if I can go up to it. This was on no GPS, and the GPS did not record, and I couldn't see anything. When I was here, you had to go down and select this to on plus GPS, right? Once did that. My transmitter one, before I had it, you can see that 14338 matches that number. Before that was this receiver, and I've since changed it. You'll see that I've got different ones. I'm going to go ahead and rename this one. You'll see it's off. I'm going to turn it on for the time being. I'm going to go to the serial number. The serial number on this one is 031932. 031 and what is it? 1932. So I'll go up, and you can go up or down to get to the number 3, 2,
031,932, and you'll see that I'll hit the save button and it's now saved. You can go down and put what kind of tank this is. Mine's right, it depends on which tanks. I've got a couple of aluminums, but I usually dive steel 100s. Also have a couple of steel 72s that are useful. But it will. There's some software options that it deals with the tank and tells you how much reserves it has. And the only thing I didn't do here is I didn't rename it. I'm going to go ahead and rename it. I'm going to put this as Tank 2. And I'm going to go back. All right, so now I've got Tank 1 and Tank 2. I'm going to go ahead and turn that receiver off again because I don't plan on diving 2. I do have a bailout bottle I use occasionally when I'm spearfishing deep, but I hadn't been in a while. And right now I'm just going to go play around on some reefs and have a look around, have some fun. All right, once done that, one last setting I didn't talk about was the sac rate and how stuff is calculated. I'm going to go to settings, go back down to AI. You can see that my gas time remaining and surface air consumption rate is now being calculated off of transmitter 1. That's what you need to set that, or it won't calculate the information you need. And all right, so that's about it for the Shearwater setup. All right, I'm going to simulate a dive here since I already taken the thing diving. It's kind of hard to do, but once you go, all the information gives my things. I'm going to blank that out. But you see right now I have no comms. I'm going to go ahead and I better check to make sure I got that thing tightened down a little bit. All right. Yep, I got that on the all right. All right, so now I've got the pony bottle turned on. You'll see that I've got a little bit of air. Got a little bit of air on that one. And boom, it's already connected. And you'll see the GPS is red. Now it's turned yellow. And maybe if I put this near the window, it might be able to see the sky. I'll give it a few seconds here. It looks like it's trying to require, and there's the required things. And now you jump in the water and you go. You see I've been on the surface now for 19 hours and 29 minutes. And once I hit the water and go down, I can't record what I saw there, but there were a couple of warnings that said and once I went below, I think I didn't notice quite, but I think after I went about 2 feet or so, the dive mode started. It started recording depth, and it showed me the gas time remaining and all the information I got off of the thing. Then when I hit surface again, I really didn't pay attention to it. I just went and got on the boat, turned the air off, and the GPS was still green when I got on the boat. I turned it off. Turning it off. Purge. And you'll see all of a sudden, boom, goes off. And I don't know how long it takes for that GPS to go off, but make sure I get that all off. Yep, there's no air left. 0. GPS, I think they update every 5 seconds or so. So when the pressure goes off, we'll see what happens. At this time, I think once you hit the surface, the GPS coordinates recovered, and boy, it's been a while. Okay, I'll keep recording until it turns off. I'll make sure this is turned. All right, so it's definitely got no air now. And I go back, it's still on GPS. I don't know how long this GPS will stay locked, but usually I didn't pay attention. I was pulling anchors and pulling people in and doing all the fun stuff that goes with it. And then got home and ran the software and looked, synced the Teric, and poof, it popped on the map, and there I had it. And you can see that from this, once I went to once it's done, it's logged. You see my log, the log option, that's my depth, 22 feet, December 4th, 11 minutes. And I choose it. As I cycle down through it, you can see all the information that happened to it. But there was my nice latitude, longitude. And next thing I'll do is I'll go look at my GPS on the boat and see how well that agreed to the dive spot that I picked on it. I have a feeling it's going to be pretty good.
I managed to open up the boat GPS and downloaded the coordinate, and you'll see the coordinates there. And I did some calculations. It was about 37 feet difference. I really can't complain.
And now I've synced my Teric, and then I went diving. And once I went diving, you can see that I've synced. I did the same thing. I turned Bluetooth on. I went diving. Of course, the diving, I looked for the little green GPS signal. Turned on, went diving for about 10 or 15 minutes on a small little reef. I came back up, went in the boat, came back home, and then I just synced it again, just like you just saw. And then it comes up with this. It pops a point in the map. And that's exactly what I'm looking for, because I've got hundreds of dives. I've got no idea where I was. Oh, that's not quite it. Let's see where my dive is. Let's do by dive number. Englewood Reef, that's where I was. 23 feet, 10-minute duration. I clicked it, and there it is. You see it just zooms into a spot. Now, I don't know how to get coordinates from here, but if I go to the Teric itself, I can go down to my log. And there's my last one. If I cycle through this thing, you can see that it will cycle through. But at the end of this thing, I've got a start latitude and I got an end latitude. Now I'm hoping that the software, once they somehow I can get the tablet to download a coordinates list, either in a Excel format or a GPX format, but I'll put that on their suggestion board.
Thoughts on the Teric. I love this thing. It's one of my favorite dive pieces of equipment I've ever had. I've been using it for a couple of years now, and I have nothing but good things to say about it. And for you all that stayed through this is my first YouTube video. And for all you YouTubers out there that post content, I gotta say God bless you, because man, editing this thing was a pain. Have a good day.